So it's such a pleasure for us to have one of the greatest artists of all time, and one of the successful um, entrepreneurs in Malaysia, Yang Berbahagia Dato Norman Abdul Halim. To officiate these particular sessions, I would like to invite Yang Berusaha, Dr. Jakria Dasan, who is the Director of the Corporate Communications Center of University of Malaysia Sabah, okay, to moderate the sessions. Now let us invite Dr. Jakari Dasan to be on screen as well to moderate these sessions with Yang Berbahagia Datuk Norman Abdul Halim.
Ya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera, salam perpaduan. First of all, I would like to express our heartiest gratitude to our beloved Datuk Norman Abdul Halim. Yeah, thank you Datuk for spending your time with us. And I would like to ask permission from the MC, Datuk Razali, to converse in both languages because it's very difficult to to communicate with our greatest artist Datuk Norman here when we use English language as the only medium, because I believe based on my observation among the audience here, all can converse in Malay, Datuk. So it's okay to converse in Malay, no problem at all. In fact, our Indonesians audiences also would like to hear Datuk communicate in Malay actually, because we share the common language, Datuk. Okay, Dato. So, based on the introduction by our Master of Ceremony, Datuk Razali, I believe that, saya percaya bahawa banyak lagi yang boleh kita kisahkan mengenai kejayaan Datuk dan adik-beradik ini. Datuk Razali, Datuk Razali. So, maybe the first, question yang saya nak bawa kat sini ialah bagaimanakah Datuk Norman dan adik-beradik ini, Yusri dan Edri ini boleh berkecimpung dalam dunia industri kreatif daripada dunia industri hiburan. Silakan Datuk.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan very good morning to everyone. Nak ceritakan sejarah, of course, we started as a singer-songwriter producer back in 1992. That was 30 years ago. I just finished my studies. I intended to actually continue my studies and take up the professional certification, especially the ACCA. But we were offered the opportunity to sign to EMI, and that's when we first started as a singer-songwriter producer. Jadi sebagai penyanyi, penerbit dan juga pencipta lagu, we name our group as KRU, meaning a team, satu crew, as in CREW, and from the very beginning, saya tahu dari melihat daripada media coverage, banyak daripada artis-artis veteran struggle towards the end of their career. So we formed a company called KRU Productions back then, dan di situ sebenarnya kita buat perancangan awal untuk pastikan kami kekal relevan. Kalau sekiranya bukan sebagai the frontliner, sebagai artis, kami masih boleh bergiat aktif dalam industri kreatif. Jadi pada awalnya, asasnya pun sudah kami buat penjenamaan KRU tersebut. Dan apa yang berlaku sepanjang 10 tahun kerjaya kami, kami dapat mendapat satu, boleh katakan 10 tahun pertama itu merupakan tahun yang paling aktif bagi KRU sebagai singer-songwriter producer. Dan after 4-5 years, we started actually transform ourselves into a business. Bukannya awalnya memang sudah ada perniagaan, tetapi secara seriusnya apabila we actually sign other artists, kita ambil artis-artis yang lain to be signed under our company, and then we started producing events, acara-acara dengan adanya sistem sound, light and stage kami buat banyak acara-acara yang besar pada tahun 90-an, termasuk artis-artis antarabangsa dan juga pelancaran, macam terlibat dalam pelancaran KLCC, KLIA. Semua itu tidak orang ketahui, apabila kami menyediakan peralatan untuk majlis pelancaran tersebut. Jadi itu adalah, kita boleh dikatakan itu adalah era di mana kami buat transformasi daripada jenama ataupun nama band KRU itu dijadikan sebagai jenama syarikat. Dan lama kelamaan kami pelbagaikan lagi perkhidmatan kami dalam bidang industri kreatif, termasuk penerbitan iklan. Daripada penerbitan iklan kita terbitkan rancangan televisyen. Daripada rancangan televisyen kita kemudiannya terbitkan filem. Daripada filem yang berteraskan kesan khas visual seperti Cicak Man, kita mulakan persediaan kami untuk buat filem animasi. Dan daripada filem animasi pula kami sedar bahawa kami perlu memperbanyakkan lagi golongan tenaga pakar ataupun the young professionals dalam bidang animasi 3D, kesan khas visual dan animasi 2D. We formed KRU Academy back in 2012. That was 10 years ago. So, jadi sebagai college vocational, kami telah melatih lebih pada 1,000 pelatih. Dan tetapi kini kami berasakan bahawa antara cabaran yang kita hadapi untuk menjalankan program-program latihan ini adalah pembiayaan bagi pelajar-pelajar tersebut. Jadi kami tubuhkan yayasan KRU Foundation back in 2017. So part of our revenue or profits we channel towards the yayasan, and at the same time we also work with other partners to help especially youth from the B40 families to actually pursue their studies in programs related to the creative industry and also the digital economy. So where are we now? We are now in the era of going towards more e-commerce oriented businesses. So jadi di sini, as you can see, the transformation from KRU from being a singer-songwriter producer, especially in hip-hop music, then we transform ourselves throughout the years. We still continue to do most of the businesses that we started, including as a record company. Sebagai syarikat rakaman, kami masih lagi aktif. Kami juga masih ada film studio, masih lagi menjalankan latihan training through krmasterclass.com. We have changed the business model. We feel that it's better for us to work with universities to upskill and reskill university graduates, especially to address the unemployment problems. So we don't actually need to do grassroots programs. So jadi the grassroots programs yang kami buat melalui Yayasan KRU is mainly just the outreach program to promote the opportunities to pursue their career in the creative industry and digital economy. Tetapi pada masa sama, we want to work with partners, with public and private universities to actually for us to ensure that we create a more structured pathway for our graduates, to pursue as an entrepreneur ataupun sebagai golongan profesional dalam industri, ataupun paling setidak-tidaknya sekarang ni sebagai influencer untuk membantu usahawan-usahawan memajukan perniagaan masing-masing.
Okay, terima kasih Dato. Very good explanation on what is the Hala 7 KRU. So saya observe dalam social media dan juga website KRU Production ni, nowadays macam KRU ni dia fokus dengan sekolah-sekolah ya, Dato.
Yeah.
So mungkin Dato boleh sharing the ideas behind this engagement with the schools before they come to the university. Silakan Dato.
Yeah, if you look at most of the successful, entrepreneurs, they start at a very young age. Macam I started at 20, itu pun boleh katakan lambat ya. Kalau kita kan lihat, kadang-kadang kalau kita bermula di sekolah pun membantu ibu bapa berniaga sambil menjual, tak kira lah gerai dan nasi lemak ke ataupun apa-apa jua sekalipun. Sebenarnya semangat keusahawan itu patut ditanam pada peringkat awal lagi, khususnya di ketika remaja lah. Jadi kumpulan sasar kita bermula pada umur 15 tahun actually. We are targeting the teenagers from the age of 15 and nurture them and provide them the opportunities to actually explore, especially now these days they like sekarang they're not really looking into making money so much, but maybe they are more interested to build up their social media followers. So, jadi di situ we feel there's an opportunity for us to leverage on their social media followers and help other entrepreneurs to excel in business by becoming an influencer, dan setidak-tidaknya pun boleh membantu koperasi sekolah. Kerana di sekolah-sekolah di Malaysia, sekolah-sekolah menengah, lebih kurang 2,700 sekolah menengah di Malaysia mempunyai koperasi. Ya, koperasi ini berperanan untuk juga bukan untuk bukannya sangat untuk menjana hasil. Memanglah patutnya menjana hasil kepada bagi sekolah, bagi koperasi tersebut. Tetapi yang lebih penting ialah bagaimana kita menanam sifat-sifat keusahawanan pada usia yang muda. Jadi di situ sebenarnya kami membuatkan outreach program kami di peringkat sekolah menengah dan kami menawarkan latihan secara percuma sebagai peringkat awalnya yang program dinamakan sebagai social commerce. So social commerce ini memberikan pendekatan, memberikan sedikit latar belakang bagaimana mengendalikan platform media sosial secara lebih teratur. Especially dari segi penjenamaan diri, personal branding, bagaimana kita menghasilkan konten, tak kira lah mengikut minat kita masing-masing. Kalau sekiranya seseorang itu pakar untuk memasak, dia boleh fokus kepada platformnya untuk menceritakan bagaimana membuat masakan tertentu. Dan juga kepada mereka yang mahir dalam main bola sepak, for example. So, dia boleh mengajar skill-skill berdasarkan skill mainan bola sepak. Jadi, itu sebagai contoh. Jadi daripada personal branding tersebut, of course konten yang lain dikeluarkan oleh pihak lain juga boleh dimasukkan untuk membina followers bagi sesuatu rangkaian, satu platform media sosial. Daripada populariti platform-platform tersebut, mereka akan dapat pengikut berdasarkan dia interest ya, sama ada memasak ataupun menjahit ataupun can be anything, can be sukan dan sebagainya, ataupun membaiki motosikal for example. So, jadi semua ni akan memberikan satu kelompok komuniti yang akan mengikut mereka dan dari situ kami akan mencari juga pelanggan-pelanggan dalam especially sektor daripada SME dan juga daripada syarikat-syarikat besar untuk menggunakan platform-platform ini to reach out to the targeted audience. So jadi di situ they can monetize their platform media sosial dan di situlah sebenarnya peranan kami sebagai to integrate between what we can do to actually help the brands and how we can help communities, especially mereka yang mencari golongan remaja dan juga youth, even from universities, mencari side income. Dan mana tahu ini boleh jadi serious business. Seperti KRU ketika kami mula pun kami dapat modal RM2,000 saja daripada EMI. So we started as my mother and my father just said, just go for it. You know, I mean, I wanted to pursue my studies, but at the same time, we had this golden opportunity that kami rasakan, okay lah, it's now or never. So my brother, yang youngest brother, Edri, ketika itu berumur 16 tahun. Dan we had to make that decision. You know, Edri masa pergi EMI, masa kita berjumpa dengan EMI kali pertama, Edri pakai baju sekolah. Ya, so jadi kita berjumpa dengan EMI pun kami pun tak sangka ya kami dapat tawaran very fast because when we created our produced our demo, the songs that we recorded, the songs that we composed was actually distributed among my friends in college. Jadi my friends in college saya bagi percuma saja. Jadi kawan-kawan dia bagi kepada seorang retailer dekat Victoria Music Center. Di situ mereka menyampaikan kaset tu kepada EMI. Jadi mereka yang panggil kami. Kami tak cari EMI yang cari kami. Jadi apabila kami ditawarkan, I told my mom that I was 20 back then. I was preparing myself for my examination. Then when we got the opportunity, my mother said, just go for it. And then we'll see what happens. If it doesn't work out, they can always continue studies. But as things turns out, it became a very serious business. So Alhamdulillah, sekarang ni banyaklah perkembangan kami di mana in the era of e-commerce ni, kami juga dalam persediaan untuk mengembangkan perniagaan dalam bidang-bidang berkaitan. Tidak terlampau, we're not doing construction or doing agriculture dan sebagainya. We still remain focused in media and entertainment. In fact, the training programs yang kami buat pun is related to the creative industry. Jadi di situ boleh saya katakan we remain focused but we diversify our activities dan tak lama lagi we are also recently we got the approval, the concession from Perbadanan Putrajaya to actually run an indoor theme park dekat Taman Wetland Putrajaya. Jadi di situ juga aktiviti seni kami dapat dikembangkan dalam in a form of a theme experience or theme attraction dan cara tak langsung terlibat dalam industri pelancongan.
Okay, saya untuk makluman Datuk, I'm one of your greatest fan lah. I'm 53 years old. I'm already 53 years old, so I can imagine orang-orang yang seusia dengan saya ni Datuk masih meminati Datuk, apatah lagi
Alhamdulillah.
generasi baru ni. So bila pendekatan dengan sekolah itu mungkin generasi baru ini akan lebih mengenali KRU, dan sehubungan dengan itu Datuk, kita ni baru selesai dengan, not selesai, toward the endemic period. So before the COVID-19, the creative industry itu kira dia nak booming. But when COVID happened, dia macam slow down sedikit. So and nowadays also we have this problem with our graduate employability. Graduate employability yang mana kerjaya itu, peluang-peluang kerjaya itu sangat terhad. Jadi saya ingin meminta pandangan Datuk potensi industri kreatif ini kepada graduan universiti, Datuk.
Ya, pertama sekali saya rasa setiap era dan setiap masa ada cabarannya dan juga ada peluangnya juga. Jadi kita jangan lihat semuanya everything dari segi sudut negatif dan kita lihat dari segi peluang-peluang baru yang tercipta dengan penggunaan teknologi. Jadi bagi saya rasa dalam industri kreatif ni sekarang ni lebih mudah ya untuk mana-mana individu yang berbakat untuk menceburi bidang ataupun industri kreatif ni dan dengan penggunaan seperti saya katakan tadi, menggunakan platform digital khususnya platform media sosial. Jadi di sini kebanyakan mereka ada yang menjadi YouTuber yang berjaya, TikToker yang berjaya, jadi influencer di media sosial seperti Facebook dan juga Instagram. Boleh menjana hasil. Kadang-kadang pendapatannya lebih tinggi daripada mereka yang bekerja. Jadi yang pentingnya bagaimana kita menghasilkan konten tersebut agar audiens tertentu akan mengikut dan follow. Ya, tak kiralah apa jua subject matter that you're good at. If you actually are serious about it and you constantly maintain your channel, you can create your own opportunities. Sekiranya mereka berminat untuk menceburi bidang secara, bukan nak katakan mana yang profesional, mana yang tidak. Sebagai influencer pun can be a profession. Tetapi kalau mereka ingin menceburi bidang sebagai video editor ataupun menjadi director, script writer dan sebagainya, masih lagi banyak terbuka ruangnya. Kerana kalau kita lihat sekarang ni, hampir kesemua syarikat-syarikat, walaupun sekarang ni belum matang lagi, tetapi banyak daripada agensi kerajaan, termasuk juga seperti universiti juga, dan juga dari mana-mana sektor swasta, sama ada GLC ataupun multinational company. If you look at, like contohnya Nike for example, they are creating content, every day on their social media. So sama ada you are working in a company like KRU to produce films or music, you can also work in a company that produces content for these organizations. Jadi di situ sebenarnya masih lagi banyak peluang. Saya rasa lebih banyak peluang sekarang berbanding dulu. Jadi kalau kita lihat sekarang ni sebenarnya kemahiran untuk menghasilkan kandungan kreatif, sama ada dalam bentuk skrip, penghasilannya dalam terlibat dalam penggambaran sebagai technical, sebagai juru audio, juru kamera, sebagai penyunting, sebagai sound designer dan sebagainya semuanya, sebagai pelakon, lebih banyak peluangnya. Kerana kita ada pelbagai platform sekarang, dan sekarang ni kalau kita lihat kehadiran platform-platform streaming seperti Netflix, Amazon, even we have Disney Plus, Disney Hotstar, dan banyak lagi, even local version seperti Suka dan sebagainya, semuanya membayar harga yang boleh katakan daripada 3 kali ganda hingga 10 kali ganda berbanding dengan rancangan televisyen yang diterbitkan untuk siaran tempatan. So there's more money to be shared. And jadi di situ sebenarnya peluang-peluang menjana hasil ini sebenarnya lebih banyak, ya. Dan pasca pandemik, saya rasa lebih banyak platform-platform streaming juga sekarang ni menggunakan syarikat mereka membina jenama mereka melalui platform-platform digital. Dan sebagai usahawan pula, saya melihat dari segi bagaimana peranan kami masuki, technically you're running a streaming company or you're running what do you call it, you're running a ticketing agency to sell tickets, ataupun penjual untuk membuat penjualan barangan, dagangan, semuanya itu berkaitan dengan perdagangan melalui platform digital, e-commerce. Jadi sebenarnya bagi kami, itulah sebenarnya kami beralih ke arah situ sekarang ni. We're dealing with big data, combination with mobile, combination with bagaimana menggunakan aset-aset yang ada untuk tujuan untuk memperbanyakkan lagi hubungan kami ataupun merapatkan lebih hubungan baik kami dengan pelanggan secara digital. Jadi di situ sebenarnya industri kreatif mainkan peranan juga. Jadi kami memang berteraskan industri kreatif, tetapi sekarang ini sudah berkembang kepada latihan dan kepada perniagaan e-commerce. Sekarang ni tak lama lagi even going into retail, especially through our theme park di Putrajaya. Jadi itu antara contoh ya. Jadi sebenarnya nak katakan kalau kita hanya melihat daripada cabaran saja tapi tak melihat peluang baru, saya rasa sayanglah. Kerana kita kena cari jalannya, cari peluangnya. Kita tak boleh gunakan alasan COVID selama-lamanya.
Betul. Terima kasih Datuk. Last question Datuk. Slogan ataupun tips bagaimana Datuk dan adik-beradik boleh membina kejayaan hari ini. Silakan Datuk.
Susah nak cakap, tapi I think we are the hardest critics. Yeah, I mean, before anyone else will want to criticize us, sama ada media ataupun netizen dan sebagainya, kami sudah kritik diri kami dulu. And then maybe that is good and bad dari segi sudut kami punya. Kalau kami kecapi kejayaan pun, kami hanya mungkin enjoy ataupun celebrate dalam satu hari saja, 2 hari, maksimum 3. Tetapi we move on. We don't actually hang on to our success, our past success for too long. Kalau sekarang ni saya masih nak cakap, oh saya ada lagu hit jodoh, lagu Awas, lagu Ulala, lagu Jangan Lafazkan, orang pun tak nak dengar lagi kot saya nyanyi. Kerana the younger generation, they have new icons, yeah. They have new so-called celebrities that they follow. Jadi we realize that at the end of the day, we cannot actually we can capitalize on our past success, meaning that we can use our track record untuk tujuan untuk bangunkan kerjaya, bangunkan syarikat. Tetapi we cannot actually depend on that purely just to just continue to be relevant. Dan seperti kalau kita main bola sepak lah, yeah, whether it's a local league or international league, kalau kita nak cakap contohnya Manchester United ni, pasukan saya sokong ya, Manchester United. Kalau nak cakap pasal kejayaan yang lalu tak cukup lah. Every season, every year ada season baru, and there's about 4 or 5 trophies yang kita boleh kejar. Jadi kenapa we are still talking about the time when masa Alex Ferguson yang menang trofi? Jadi we cannot do that. We must actually, a new season, a new year, there must be new achievements. Jadi kalau nak relate back to KRU, I think we always feel that we can do better than what we did last year. Jadi di situ sebenarnya sikap yang kami ambil untuk kerjaya kami dan juga falsafah kami bagaimana untuk terus mengejar kejayaan. Dan selagi we have the energy and we still have that passion, we will continue to do what we do and kembangkan lagi. Because as I can say, most of these businesses yang kami buat daripada mula tahun 1992, kami masih lakukannya lagi. With the exception of satu saja yang kami drop, which is owning our own sound, light system and stage system. Kerana kami rasakan lebih mudah kami sewa. Kerana we can scale up, scale down, kita kerjasama dengan strategic partners. So now in the era of digital or even a new era of business, it's all about partnerships. Yeah. Bagaimana kita buat jaringan perniagaan, and tak semestinya semua kita ada. Yang pentingnya macam mana kita boleh menjana hasil bersama. Jadi di situ sebenarnya kita lihat dengan platform-platform digital dan juga cara berniaga, cara masa kini, kita tak perlu ada tentera sampai ramai sangat. We had once upon a time, we had 200 people on our payroll. So now we are retaining about 50 to 70 people, but the rest we actually work on outsourcing basis. So di mana kita ada rangkaian mereka di Malaysia, ada di Indonesia, ada di India, ada di China, ada di Amerika, ada juga di Europe. Jadi kami sebenarnya lebih produktif sekarang. And we only pay as and when we finish, or this technically our professionals, our people in the gig economy, when they finish their task, they get paid. So jadi sebenarnya is lebih produktif, is lebih efficient, and also we feel that we get the best talents that we can get, and they don't need to be based in Cyberjaya in Malaysia in order to do business or work for us. Jadi di situ sebenarnya saya kata mereka yang even masih bagi belajar ataupun sudah tamat pengajian di Sabah, masih boleh bersama-sama kita juga dengan cara leverage on the gig economy.
Okey, terima kasih Datuk. Itu soalan saya yang terakhir tu, tapi banyak soalan daripada floor ni. Tapi sebelum untuk itu, saya akan serahkan kepada MC Datuk Razali. Dan untuk makluman Datuk Razali, kita ni kalau over siaran ni ribu-ribu nak bayar Datuk ni. Tapi sebelum kita
Yes,
bayar
correct.
ribu-ribu tu Datuk, saya nak bagi jutaan terima kasih lah kepada Datuk sebab sudi hadir menerima jemputan kami. Saya serahkan kepada Datuk Razali untuk soalan from the floor. Silakan.
Thank
Terima kasih
you,
Datuk.
moderator. Yeah, Dr. Jakarta Dasan, who is the director of our Corporate Communication Center as well. We have received one inquiry from the participants here, Yang Berbagai Dato. How does the entertainment industry impacted by the new digitalizations, and what is the KRU moving forward action in order to sustain this industry?
Well, the digitalization, of course, we are moving away from our traditional way of doing business. For example, if you look at like music, for example, I mean, the good thing is we went through the transformation for music 20 years ago. We were dependent on our CD sales, our cassette sales back then. And now I can tell you 50% of our income comes from YouTube. And the balance comes from Apple Music, Spotify, Deezer, and so on. So we are not even dependent on sales of our physical copies anymore. So the same goes with film right now. I mean, luckily there's still an audience for cinema goers. The industry was impacted when the cinemas were closed for a period of time, but now we can see the biggest box office ever for Malaysian production this year, close to 100 million ringgit. So I must say that the opportunities now is even better than before. There's a V-shaped recovery, for the creative industry, and with the emergence of the streaming platforms, as I mentioned earlier, are also giving the new opportunities for film producers to actually leverage on selling their content internationally. I mean, currently we're still selling. We go to film markets. I mean, for KRU, we go to markets like the European film market in Berlin, the Cannes film, the Marché du Film at the Cannes Film Festival in Cannes, and also the American film market in Santa Monica every year. I can see that trend will change. I think in the future, we don't even need to go anywhere to sell our content by just being based wherever you are, and you can reach out to the licensees, the streaming companies from anywhere in the world, share the link and let them see the content, and if they like it, they may an offer. So it can be more cost effective, more efficient, time saving, and I would say that there's new opportunities despite whatever claims that basically you see a decline in DVD sales. So there's new opportunities that has emerged, and I'm very confident that this will continue to be on an upward trend. And I think that the creative industry has a lot to offer to support other sectors from the economy, especially in terms of the creative skills, the skill sets that we have in creating content or telling a story, telling sharing information about an organization. So that is something that will always be relevant, stories. And how do we do that? And because the skill sets that we have as storytellers, whether in the form of a song, whether in the form of a movie or animation, that's what we're good at in terms of telling stories.
Oh, class. లేదు program అది ఎట్టో.
Dato', tak dengar Dato'?
Thank you. Yes, Yang Berbagai Dato. Thank you very much. Yeah. In relation to that, I received another question via WhatsApp chat just now from the International Business Program Head of Department, Dr. Jaratin. He asked related questions to the digitalizations as well, but this is more of the perceptions of whether the digitalizations has actually provided the impact of positive or negative to the creative industry, and to what extent the piracy now has actually impacted that, since we have lots of channels that is based on streaming service now. Dato.
Okay, as I mentioned earlier, there's a lot more positives than the negatives. But at the same time, when it comes to you can see when we give access to content, initially we were dealing with pirates like Napsters and stuff like that, the likes of those streaming platform, file sharing platforms. But now these days, we are providing our content for free, with an exception for those who want to subscribe for premium service. But those even access our content for free, we still generate revenue from advertisers, right? So platforms like YouTube has actually have all these features in a platform that can track audio and visual images, to identify if there's any so-called uploading of such content, whether we want to block that content or we want to monetize. So most of the time we just monetize if no one challenges the copyright. So the thing is, sometimes people use our songs and they use that as a music background. They shoot the video, a wedding video, and so on. They say, no, this is fair use. This is my video, But hey, you forgot the song that is accompanying the video is our song. So if you don't challenge the copyright and allow us to monetize that, we will not block your video. So the good thing about technology is that it can detect the sound waves, and then of course the visuals that is contained inside a video. We can detect that. And the thing is, I think as technology improves over time, I would say that there's even more control or better way of controlling piracy or addressing piracy. So it's actually our choice to actually, as copyright owner, whether to block the content or to monetize it.
All right, thank you, Dato. We still have another 2 minutes. Please spare us. I have one question from Dr. Mahadirin from Social Science, if not mistaken. How about the talent of Malaysian people to contribute to a better edutainment industry?
I think we have a massive amount of talents in Malaysia. I've always believed Sabah has got beautiful locations, and the talents from especially Sabah, Sarawak are very. You have a deep pool, technically a deep pool of talents. Especially, it's actually part of. It seems like it seems to be the upbringing, So I would say that for those who actually tend to be more skewed towards the creative industry, especially from the young age, even from preschool age, we need to encourage that, because a lot of people or parents in the past always feel that, the only way for you to earn a decent living, you must work as a doctor or lawyer or even work in the government. That's not necessarily so anymore, because the thing is, when you talk about the future of the creative industry, it works hand in hand together with the growth of the digital economy. So as people become more accustomed to using various digital platforms in their day-to-day lives, whether to consume content or even to access information and so on, there will always be a need for creative content. So whether you want a website designer or you need someone to shoot photographs of a wedding, so there's always so-called the creative eye needs to be talents need to be nurtured. For those with the basic talent needs to be nurtured, and I think that this should be encouraged at a very young age. So I believe that Malaysia has got a lot to offer, especially with a very diverse, so-called multicultural, what do you call it? Multilingual society. We have the opportunity to become a global exporter of content.
Thank you, Yang Berbahagia Dato. That will do the the talk of the day. Thank you on behalf of the university. Thank you very much. Coming over to the university. Yesterday, I talked to my students who is actually 18 years old, 20 years old. I said, I'll be moderating a sessions with Dato Nawan KRU. They said, wow, okay, interesting. They said, can you send us the link? We would like to join. Even the 20 years, students. One of my best friend in this campus, first time went to his office, I saw a photo, it was backdated 1990s. I said, where guys, actually, he said that, we were actually at KRU concert. And it's still at the, hanging on the, on the wall of my best friend in this particular faculty. So I do grown up with the music, a personal note, like Dr. Jack mentioned, we grown up with the KRU music, KRU movies, So, a sincere thank you, from all of the Malaysian fans, Indonesia, I believe as well. Thank you very much for bringing lights from time to time since the 90s up until now. You know, so it has been wonderful to you know, to be part of the journey of KRU.
It's an honor and a great pleasure. Thank you very much.
Very much Bahagia Dato. So we record the attendance of the Vice Rector of Universitas Muhammadiyah Surakarta, Associate Professor Iwan Susila, is also being with us. Whilst the most, we still have Datuk Norman KRU with us on screen now. I would like to invite all of the participants, presenters, whoever on screen now on WebEx, please kindly switch on your camera. Let's take a group photo with our Yang Berbahagia Datuk Norman. Okay, Dato', just spare us 1 or 2 minutes, yeah? Let's take a group photo.
Sure.
We also record, the attendance of Dr. Awangku Hassanal, as well as other lecturers from the university as well. Thank you very much. All right, so technical committee, let's take the photos together. On my count, 3, 2, 1. Everyone smile to KRU, Datuk Norman. One more time. On my count, 3, 2, 1. Right, you know, being a moderator, usually I will try to be fit to the time, but you know, I really love this moment, yeah, especially having Dato' Norman on screen. So once again, on behalf of University of Malaysia Sabah, the organizing committee, Dr. Sharon is also here. We sincerely thank you, Dato', for your you know, invaluable time to be with us today. So
You're welcome.
thank you very much, Dato'.
Thank you. Assalamualaikum. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Dato'.